Sho-Tai is an accumulation of non-invasive techniques to evaluate the overall health and well-being of an individual. We read the eyes, tongue, and the teeth, which are roadmaps to the body. Just gives us information as to what's going on internally. There's 5 ways that we get sick. The first is mechanical. You could have a rib out or a hip out. That'll be the loudest pain that you will be feeling or hearing. The second is an excess. You're eating wrong foods, like a cow eating meat, which is a really big one for us here on the planet because of the chemicals and pesticides and insecticides that are used in our agriculture. The third is a deficiency. You're lacking in a vitamin or a mineral, which is usually preceded by number 2, which is an excess. So foods are more important. You can take any vitamin or mineral in the world. It could be the best complex of herb or the greatest product that's ever been made. But if you're eating wrong foods, it's only going to do a fraction of what it's supposed to do. The fourth is emotional. Think about throughout our life, all of the emotional pain and traumas that have taken place, and those attribute to the overall health and well-being that we're experiencing in our lives. And the fifth is belief patterns. If you think that you're sick, you're right. Whether the mind thinks it can or it can't, it's right. In this part of the world, in the Western way of living, Western medical practice is what's most prevalent, and it has its place as anything does, because nothing's really good or bad. It's the context of the individual, and I really need to stress that. The context of you is different than the context of another person. So there's no miracle product or process for anybody. We have to first do an evaluation and take a look at exactly what's going on within that person and their association relationship to life. And that's why we muscle test. Your body has 700 plus muscle fibers. Those muscle fibers function via electricity coming from the central nervous system, from the brain. So if I got you to hold your arm out strong like this and contract those muscles, what causes that contraction is electricity. And because I'm electrical and so are you, if I touch the reflex point on, let's say, where the electricity goes into your heart, and you're holding your arm strong and I push on your arm and you have a strong heart, your arm will stay strong. If you have a weak heart, your arm will go weak, because the body is just pulling the electricity through me like a jumper cable, the same way in which we would hook jumper cables up to start a car where the battery has gone dead. The 2 most important parts of the body, first and foremost, is the large bowel. It's the width of your wrist, height of your body, and it's an upside down horseshoe at the bottom of the digestive tract. It sends nutrients to all organs and glands. This is how we get nutrition into our organs and glands. Because of wrong food consumption and improperly combining foods, the lining of our large bowel gets a gunk in it. It's like a coating like a stovepipe. Most people, 20, 30, 40% congestion in the lining of the large bowel. Logic would tell us that the organs and glands are not getting the nutrition that they need. So first and foremost, we need to clean out the large bowel in a non-invasive way. And it takes a full 90 days to go through any cycle. First we want to clean, then we want to repair, and then we want to maintain. So you're looking at about a minimum of 9 months to really get your system on track and get things functioning the way that we want it to. Most people don't realize how poor their performance really is because they don't really know what it is to feel really good. The second most important part of the body is the thyroid. That's your battery. It sends electricity to all organs and glands. Until the bowel and the thyroid are clean, the body will not repair. And this is what sets us apart a little bit from Western holistic practices, where they're focusing more on healthy gut biome or gut flora and adrenal function. Well, the adrenals are powered by the thyroid, so why not go to the source? And we can get the gut as healthy as we'd like, but if the bowel's congested, we're only doing a fraction of what we need to be doing. Not to say that good, healthy gut flora is not really important, but it typically goes back and regulates on its own. Once you remove the foods that we're not supposed to be eating, we start combining foods properly, and we're taking something that in a non-invasive way cleans out the function of our bowel and our thyroid, then we can move into the next phases of what our body wants to do to be healthy. And when we ask the body which works for your spirit, it gives us specific answers. That's why the muscle testing is so profound. And in the technique and system that Terry Bell has created, which is Sho-Tai, about 40 years ago, his commitment to humanity really, and providing a service here, which is an accumulation of practices from all over the world that he has condensed and delivered to us, which really makes a massive impact in a way that is much quicker than any other practice that I've ever seen. Not only that, it's a practice that is delivered to you from an open heart and an open mind. We don't attach ourselves onto anything as Sho-Tai practitioners. We don't see anything as being good or bad. It's all the context of you. Western medicine might be what you need. Western holistic nutritionist might be what you need. You might need a naturopath. You might need a Sho-Tai practitioner. What we're looking to do is work synergistically with you to allow you and assist you to live your most purposeful, optimal life.